How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for this video, I'm going to do the glove test on my 2005 Volvo S60R. Now, if you saw the last video, I crawled underneath and you may have seen some traces of an oil leak. And a lot of you left a comment and said, check the PCV system and do the glove test. So that's what we're doing today. Now, most of you probably already know what a PCV system is. In case you don't know what that is the positive crankcase ventilation system. So that's basically a way to trap all of the oil and gases that has slipped through the piston rings, and so you could kind of capture all of that sludge and recycle it back into the system. So older cars, they basically have some sort of a draft tube where they just evacuate it into the environment. So therefore, if you look at pictures of like old roadways in like the 60s and 70s, you see like this black sludge in between the dash lines. Well, that's basically all of the oil and all the sludge that's been spit out by the cars for older cars. But in newer cars, they recycle all of that sludge back into the system to be burned and used later by the combustion. Now, over time, all that sludge can be built up in all of the tubes, and as a result, oil may seep out of the gaskets and out of the tubes and all the different connections, and it could be a very costly job. Per the dealership, they did mention that the PCV system was serviced about 150,000 miles on the odometer. So the way the glove test works is that you put a latex glove over the oil filler opening, and you put a rubber band around it, and if the glove inflates, that means that your PCV system is clogged. If there's a slight suction, that means that your PCV system is working as it should. There's also another check. If you pull on the dipstick and you see smoke, that means that your PCV system is clogged. If you don't see anything, then that means it's working as it should. Alright, so I've got the engine warmed up here, and my driveway is at a slight incline, which is not good, and my parking brake shoes are, I think, are toast. So I basically had to put some 2x4s right behind the wheels so that it won't slip backwards. But parking brake shoe replacement is going to be in the future video. So here we go. Let's get the glove test started. Nope, I don't see any smoke up here. Yes, success. So there you have it. That's the PCV glove test. Super simple. It took me about a minute to do. One of you commented that you should do this every 15,000 miles. That's a really good idea, just to keep a pulse on how your car's doing, how the PCV system is performing. And of course, we may replace the PCV system at some point in the future, and we'll be sure to document that as well. So this still doesn't answer the oil leak that's currently going on down there. Again, I'm not really sure if there's a heavy leak going on, but there are signs that it's been leaking down there. So we're going to have to do a more thorough check in the future. But for today's video, I just wanted to do that simple glove test and see how easy it is to do, and whether this thing checks out or not. And it did. So anyway, if you're still watching this, thank you so much for watching all the way till this point. If you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do it right now and hit that notification bell so you can get notified anytime we make a new update on the Volvo S60R, the V70R, or the Volvo C30, as well as all of our press car reviews and all of the driving events that we attend. So anyway, my name is Hanson, and I'll see you next time.